All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Ribbon cutting event. All right, you're at the right place. My name is Jeremy Kiley. I am the Regional Director of Operations for Dove Healthcare. Thank you so much for joining us today on celebrating this ribbon cutting event for this awesome new assisted living facility. Exciting day for Dove Healthcare, exciting day for Bloomer. And Angela, you picked a perfect day for this event, so thank you for that. A couple things come to my mind, maybe some emotion. Those of you who work with me probably think that's funny. I had some emotion when I think of this project, right? First is an overwhelming sense of accomplishment when I look at that building. There's something so satisfying about having a plan, a strategy, and working hard and executing that strategy and watching something like this come to fruition. And that's what I feel when I look at this. We started here in Bloomer in 2017, Joe. It was a 40-bed skilled nursing facility. We added 10 beds in 2018. And we are finalizing that original vision right now with a 24-unit RCAC. So, again, just a strong and his team. The second thing that I feel when I look at that building across the way is I know how hard everyone has worked these past 2 years to make this a reality. Blood, sweat, tears, and I'm not joking. I mean, that's the kind of effort that went into this project. We work in a challenging industry, folks. Taking care of people has always been difficult, has always been hard. But taking care of people during a pandemic, that's very tough. That's really hard. But we are survivors, right? We've survived family and visitor restrictions. Many of you experienced that. That was not a fun time. That was not a fun time for us. It was not a fun time for you. We survived vaccination requirements. We continue to endure masking, gowning, testing, and ever-changing infection control guidelines. And now we're dealing with an unprecedented labor shortage, not just in healthcare. But despite all of these challenges, Dove Healthcare continues to innovate, continues to expand to meet the needs of those who depend on us. I am honored and humbled to work with the 800 Dove Healthcare team members every day who believe in taking great care of people every single day. They have a passion for compassion. I am honored and humbled to work with Joe Muench and the Dove Healthcare Bloomer team. And this is no joke, but a lot of our team members throughout Dove Healthcare will always come up to me and say, how does Joe do it? What's the secret to Dove Healthcare Bloomer? You know, and it's not that sheepish grin that he usually has on his face that he does not have right now. That's not the secret. The secret is Dove Healthcare Bloomer has always kept the residents and the community at the center of everything they do. That's the secret. Or maybe it isn't, Joe. Maybe you can explain the secret. But I think that is it. I am honored and humbled to work with an awesome home office team. And that includes our human resources folks, our accounting folks, our finance folks. It's Angela Height, the Regional Director of Community Relations. I do the same for you. And last and definitely not least, I'm honored and humbled to work for our owner, Mr. Tommy Davidson, who allows us to do whatever we want. No, not quite. Who allows us to do whatever is necessary to take good care of patients and communities. He does provide us a lot of autonomy, you guys. And it takes a lot of trust for a guy like that to trust me and trust our teams to do the right things. And so far, Tommy, I don't know where you are out there, but I hope we've never let you down. I don't intend to anytime soon, so thank you. But in short, we wouldn't be here today celebrating this accomplishment without that blood, without that sweat, and all that energy we put in the last several years. We wouldn't do it with the 800 employees that I like to call team. We couldn't have done it without you. Just truly honored and truly humbled today, so thank you for being here. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Tommy Davidson, our owner, to say a few words. Tommy? To us, he's Mr. Davidson, the owner. To his friends, he's Q-Tip. Can you see why? Here you go.
Thank you. Well, first of all, can you understand Southern? Okay, good. Good. We're going to get along great. Jeremy and I must be working on the same note sheet, so that's going to make my comments much more abbreviated. And Jeremy, I know you're going to thank the many partners, our bankers, our architect, our builders, and the folks that help make this a reality. But I ramble. I don't use notes. So I'm looking at you and I'm just thinking, what do I want to tell you? What do I want you to know about us? Most people may not know that this year is the 25th year of Dove Healthcare in the northwest portion of Wisconsin. I started here in 1997 in Eau Claire. Since that time, and by the way, that's more than half of my working life has been involved serving these communities up here. During that time, we've grown, yes. During that time, we've expanded to a large number of employees. I never would have thought that. I remember early on, when we had 1 or 2 buildings, I literally knew almost every employee of every building. Those days are unfortunately long gone, but I do make sure I look at them in the eye and smile and thank them for what they're doing. I don't care if they're a CNA, an administrator, a maintenance director. It doesn't matter. Every part of the machine makes it work. Second thing is I'm also thankful, and I know we're going to thank our partners, but I want to thank the team that Jeremy is responsible for building. One of the major strengths of our company is our administrative team, and I see some of them here today. And there's a saying that I think applies to a lot of things today. Together, we're better. If you want to run far, fast, go alone. If you want to go far and way far, go with a group. And that's what we do. We lean on each other in this organization. And you administrators know how that is when you can ask a question to a peer, or something you need from me or Jeremy. There's so much to be thankful for. The second thing I want to say, since he's here and since he likes to embarrass me, and I don't know, this will not embarrass you because I could not be more proud that though Dove Healthcare has been here 25 years, I've been working with Jeremy Kiley 17. And those are the best 17 years of my life, and I thank you and respect you very much for that. If you want to see who writes the checks and signs the notes, it's me. If you want to see who runs this company, it's him. And I don't make any bones about that with you to my lenders who understand the dynamics. All right, so finally, we're better together, right? Robert F. Kennedy made a comment one time in one of his speeches. He said, "Those who focus on the past and the present are surely going to miss the future." So over the last 25 years, Dove Healthcare has a lot of things we could focus on and pound our chest for. We don't do that. Yes, we've gotten awards. Yes, we got 5-star ratings. Yes, we've served thousands of people in long-term and short-term care. Thousands. Return them to the communities. That's our job. But the present, we do keep our eye on. There are reimbursement issues. There are legislative issues. There are certainly staffing issues, which Jeremy has already addressed. And so many more that I won't even get into. The final is the future. Our company, because we're small, because we're privately owned, we're not a major chain, we do have a tendency to look to the future. We're always looking a year or 2 or 3 ahead. Sometimes we achieve the goal, sometimes we don't. For example, the staffing crisis. Jeremy's initiative over 2 years ago was there's going to be a shortage of staff. We had no idea that it would be as tough as it is right now. That's the reason he started the initiative to form our Healthcare Workers Training Institute through the foundation so that anybody that wants to be a CNA can be trained for free, go up a career ladder, become an LPN, RN. We're trying to grow our own, but also serving all the other communities that need training for those type of individuals and employment. We've also looked at how do we serve Bloomer better? Well, we saw a need for more assisted living. We look in the other communities. What service line can we provide there? Maybe it's in-house dialysis. We're always looking ahead of the current issues. So I think Robert Kennedy was right. You do need to look to the future and not focus on, damn, today's tough. And it is, for all of us. For those of you that have businesses, get this. Finally, I'd just like to say that, my mind is racing. There's so much I'd like to say. My time is up. Anyway, I just want to say that 5.5 years ago, almost to this day, I stood here on this site when we opened or broke ground for this nursing home portion of this campus. And during that time, we made certain promises to the residents, to the community, to the business partners in this town, that we would be a good community citizen. We'd be integral, we'd be involved, we'd provide employment, we'd pay our taxes, we'd pay our mortgages, we'd be a local something that you would be proud to have 5.5 years ago. Today, I think we've kept those commitments. But even more importantly, on that same day, this same number of people looked at us and said, we welcome you. We want you here. And for a business person, wouldn't it be nice that if you opened a business, you knew everybody wanted you there? That is a strong place to be. So I think we've kept our promise, but you as a community have far exceeded any expectations that we would have had from the community support we get from here. So it does really mean we all do better together. Thank you very much.
You can see why we like working for that guy, right? All right, Joe Muench, come on up. Administrator of Dove Healthcare Bloomer. I'm sure you know this guy.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't even danced yet, you're clapping? They said everything I was going to say, so I just wanted to say hi. Actually, there's a couple things I want to say. We're very glad you're here celebrating our new addition with us. People that know me best, my management team, staff, they know I can be oblivious to things sometimes, so you can imagine my surprise when I drove in this morning and saw a new building. Very exciting for me too. Actually, it's been a very long process, but it's been awesome. And we met a lot of new friends along the way. You guys from Hoeft, Lori, Karen from security, all the contractors that helped. I've met a lot of great people along the way and had an awesome partnership. You guys were just awesome to work with, and we have a beautiful building to celebrate as a result of everybody working together. So, as always, I have to thank the Bloomer community. I absolutely love this town, love the people in it. I love the support. Anytime we want to do something, a pontoon boat or a golf cart or a bike or plow the backfield up, we always get what we need to make that happen. And what it does is it makes our residents' lives better. It gives them opportunities to get out and go for a golf cart ride and go through Dairy Queen on the way back. And just all those things that we get to do to spoil the people in that building. That's because of you guys and your awesome support that we get on a daily basis. So thank you so much. We wouldn't be standing here without that. I have to thank my staff. I have the best management team I've ever worked with. Amazing group of people. And our entire staff, from Sean and dietary to our housekeepers, laundry, CNAs, everybody in that building, we're just so blessed to have them. I always get asked from people, how do you make your staff so nice? They're always so nice and so caring, and do you have to beat them? And I said, yes. I do beat them, and I'm going to keep doing it because it's working. Make sure you ask questions tonight. If you take a tour, make sure you get your questions answered, but we're available anytime. So if it's a busier day today, if you have questions about the building, want a private tour, anything like that, just give us a call and we'll set that up for you, okay? But we're very excited to see our brand new building here. And the question I've always been getting asked since we opened in 2017 is, when are you going to build an assisted living? So here it is. We answered that question. Now I hope the next question is, when are you going to add on to your assisted living? So we'll see how it goes. But thanks, and I hope you enjoy the new building and the evening. Thanks for being here.
All right, Karen Smith, please come up, Vice President of Security Bank. I just want to say this has been our first experience with Security Bank, and it's been a pleasure. It's been great, and I hope we do more things together.
Me too. All right. Banking is so much more than providing money within our community. It's about building relationships and providing financial services to help communities develop into a great place to live, work, and grow. It's an opportunity to connect with others, and in this case, an opportunity that Security Bank is proud to be a part of. To be part of this project to further the growth of our community by adding jobs, a beautiful facility for our loved ones to enjoy while still keeping them close, is something I think we are all very grateful for. Great things in business are never done by one person. They're done by a team of people, and the team here at Dove is exceptional. Joe, thank you for your dedication to not only our employer, but also to your staff, the residents, and our community. The only way to do great work is to love what you do, and it's obvious that your heart is in all you do here at Dove. So, Tommy, thank you for your vision, for chasing your passion, and for allowing for the growth of this location. All progress takes place outside the comfort zone, and our community is better because of your foresight and willingness to step outside that zone. Jeremy, thank you for your dedication to this project and for making it happen. Your passion for what you do is truly admirable, and your energy is contagious. Success comes to those who work hard, lift heavy, and never give up. Tommy, Jeremy, Joe, and your entire staff, thank you for the heavy lifting and for taking a chance on Bloomer and expanding this facility. May it be full of our loved ones for many years to come. Congratulations on the completion of this beautiful addition, and thank you for allowing us to be a part of it.
All right, Gaius Nelson from Nelson-Tremain Partnership. He's the architect of this facility.
Thank you very much. This is really a proud day for me to be part of this project. We've been working with Dove Health, boy, I don't know how many years. We've worked on about 6 different projects. And one thing's for sure, Dove Health is one of those organizations that provides health care that really has heart. You know, there are a lot of organizations out there that, you know, it's a business. But when it comes to Tommy and Jeremy and the rest of the crew, I mean, they really have the community in their heart, and they really want to do the best they can for the entire community. I mean, it really takes a community to make an institution like this work. It takes organizations that have the community's interests at heart, and it really takes a lot of dedication from a lot of people to go through what we've done to put up a building like this in the circumstances that we have. I want to thank all of the contractors, the trade group or partners that we've had, and it's really an honor to be here, to be among all these people. I do a lot of long-term care, a lot of assisted living, environments for aging. Been doing it for about 30 years, and this is one of the organizations that I've really enjoyed working with. They've got innovation, they really care about the people, and I know when I come to do a project with them that they'll be doing the right thing. Thanks a lot.
Gaius is a great architect and a great partner, and it's been since 2015. Yeah. Next, I'd like to invite Jay Rideout, President and Partner of Hoeft Construction.
Jeremy.
Thanks, Jeremy. Full disclosure, I'm nowhere near as polished as these Dove guys. They do this more than I, so apologies. First off, I'd like to thank the City of Bloomer. We've done a couple projects in Bloomer recently, and we work in multiple states across the Midwest, and this is truly one of the better places that we've done business in the last several years. So appreciate the partnership with the city and the eagerness to have us here and get Dove Healthcare in the ground. As you can see, we made it. We did play a little trick on Jeremy and didn't turn the power on until about 3 weeks ago, just to keep him on his toes. We did have a couple supply chain issues that we dealt with on this project, so what you see on the news isn't all a farce. That is true. We're dealing with long lead times that we haven't typically seen. So the power did get delayed a little bit, but ultimately we were able to finish on time and on budget. So very proud of that, given the environment we're in. Everybody that's been up here so far mentioned team, and that was kind of a big focus for me today. There's a ton of people that are involved in getting a project like this done, and I just wanted to kind of recognize some of the key players that I recognize in that process. Gaius Nelson was just up here. They're an architect, and again, we work with many architects across many different states, and Gaius and his team at Nelson-Tremain have been great to work with, very responsive. We have questions, we run into issues, very, very responsive and helpful for us as a construction team. So, Gaius, thank you for your support. Our Hoeft Builders team, a handful of them are here. The guys that were involved in the project day to day: Jamie Kramer, Luke Steffen, John Hansen, and Lori Zadra, key people in getting the project to where we are today. So thank you guys. Appreciate the amount of hours and time you put into making this happen. Last but not least, the Dove team. Obviously, Jeremy, appreciate the invite. Tommy, thank you for having us. We've talked about working together for years. This is the first one that we got off the ground together, and I believe it was successful. Appreciate the partnership. I think we have like-minded business models. We try to do the right thing. We try to put the right team in place, and ultimately provide a good project for the community and the owner. So appreciate that, Jeremy. That said, I just wanted to say proud of what we did, proud of the building that we put up, proud to be in Bloomer. I think this is a building and a project that the community will be happy with for years to come. Thank you.
Thanks, Jay. I would just like to echo that Jay, Jamie, Luke, you've been a delight to work with. We've learned a lot in this project. I can't say that I felt the same in prior projects, and I think we're better owners as a result, or I'm not an owner, but we know what we need, and I just want to appreciate the extra time that you took to make sure that project was right. And those of you, when you tour later today, you're going to see a very nice building, and I highly recommend Hoeft for any projects that you guys may or may not have out there in the future. I'd like to introduce David Olson. He's listed here as a chamber representative, but he's also a member of our Dove Healthcare Community Foundation board. So, Dave.
Wow. Wow. Bloomer, Wisconsin. And they chose us to come here and present this beautiful facility for our elderly in our community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Community is what makes it work. Without working together as a community, we fail. Bloomer has been very fortunate to have a very strong-based business community. As was mentioned earlier, we work together. We make things happen, get things done, and we appreciate for all the things that are given to us. God has blessed us with the folks from Dove Healthcare to come here and provide this beautiful building for us. But this is only the beginning, because now the fun part happens. We're going to fill that place up. We're going to fill that place up with people that need to be taken care of. They're going to be happy that they're here. They're going to be pleased that they lived in Bloomer and have an opportunity to go there. And we're going to be very, very thankful that Tommy, his staff, and everybody involved with Dove and all the architects, that they did that for guess who? Us. Bloomer, Wisconsin, and the people in it. How do we say thank you? Support it. Use it. Come and visit it. Share the good news about it. How does our community survive? By being a good community, by working together and taking care of one another. That's how it happens. So on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce, the Visitor Center, the community of Bloomer, God bless Dove Healthcare and all the people that work with them. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you.
Well, if he would run for office, I'd vote for him. Damn. So again, thank you for coming out and sharing this special day with us. Angela is asking me to talk a little bit about the facility, the specifics, I guess, correct?
A little bit.
A little bit. Okay, so what you'll see over there in your tour is 24 apartments, right? And this is assisted living. So this is not staffed with a nurse or an RN 24 hours a day. It is staffed with caregivers 24 hours a day. Obviously, we'll provide medication assistance. We'll provide 3 meals a day. You're going to see a really nice apartment. You're going to see safety in numbers. You're going to see, I don't know, what else am I supposed to talk about here? I'm just running here. Anything else specifically?
Go learn
Oh yes,
more.
recreation. What else?
Awesome staff.
Awesome staff. Okay, well the point is, when you go over there, ask a lot of questions because it's very different than a skilled nursing facility. I think that's the point. We want to make sure you understand the difference in the service lines. But again, thank you for coming today. Thank you for being here. The support that Bloomer has always given Dove Healthcare has been off the charts. We wouldn't be here without you. I think now we're going to head right over there and we're going to do the ribbon cutting right in front of the building. So we're going to invite you to come that way. But if you want to stay in the shade for a while, you can certainly do that. But if you want to be in front of the ribbon cutting, we're heading right over in front of the building and we're going to cut that ribbon right now. So thanks everybody.
And then tours start.
Tours will start right after that.